let's just get this out of the way, okay? Because we all know, we know what I'm going to say, especially if you saw my top 10 favorite Danganronpa characters that I just recently uploaded, so you should go check that out if you have the time. You already know what I'm gonna say. That beautiful, beautiful, oh so beautiful, but oh man, you know how many screenshots I have of that. It's just, the episode was great, but it just became perfection once we saw that. And then he just does an amazing back. It's amazing back. Oh my gosh. He's not muscular, which is fine, but he's not scrawny either, so that's perfect. He's just very slender. And I'm just like, I wanna touch it. What's up everyone, I'm your female Taku, and I'm here to review episode 7 of Danganronpa 3 Zetsubohen. Best episode yet. Honestly, again, Zetsubohen for the win. For the win. Mirai Hen, you are boss too, don't get me wrong. So we start off where we left off from last week's episode with Junko talking to Mitadai. So she actually got to see Mitadai's anime. And both her and Mukuro, the ultimate despair sisters, fell in love with it. They had tears in their eyes. I swear, the theory that I told you guys last week with the whole everything is an anime, what's going on in Mirai is just exactly what Mitadai envisioned. That's coming more and more true. That's like becoming more and more possible. I swear. And if it's not him animating Mirai, then it's him animating some form of tragedy to come. Whether it's the biggest, most awful event in human history is what he's animating right now, or he's animating the first official killing game that Junko holds, not the beta version that we got today, which I like to call it the beta version, but that one was the tragedy at Hope's Peak Academy. But I'm talking about, the one with the 78th class, like maybe he was animating that, but I have a feeling, I'm almost positive that he animated something that was the inspiration for an entire event. That has to be it. Come on! Mikan was also looking great too, but as I have speculated, Mikan is the first one to go down because she is basically being abducted and is living with Mitadai under Junko's orders. So Mikan is gonna have the Yuri vibes with the Junko and it's gonna be nice. So then how are we gonna get the rest of the class infected with despair? Perhaps we have Mikan's best friends, Mahiru, Hyoko. They're probably gonna be all like, hey, where the heck is Mikan? And same with Ibuki as well. She's gonna be all like, we should contact her, we should go find out where she is. And then they see what's going on and Mikan introduces them to the anime that Mitadai is making and everything spurs out from there. Possibly that. Or maybe Mikan contacts them. The tragedy, or as I might be calling it from here on out, the beta killing game. So with the beta version, we had Junko and Izuru go on a date. So Junko broke Kamakura out of his little cell there and then went over to the old building and set up a whole meeting thing for the student council, and they're just wondering like, yo, what the heck's going on? And then with the beta version, Mukuro brings out all the weapons that they need, tell them to kill each other battle royale style. Straight up, this episode was battle royale, or at least that scene. That scene in particular was complete and utterly battle royale, scene for scene. Although it might just be me, I personally think it was actually more gruesome than battle royale. If they didn't listen, then Mukuro would kill them straight up, and even use that one girl as an example, which is totally foreshadow for the future, if you know what I mean. Junko was able to get dirt on everyone. But before I continue about explaining the whole beta tragedy event thing, Chiaki. A lot of us, including myself, assumed that because Chiaki is a part of the student council, or I guess not exactly, she's a class rep, and because she's a class rep, normally how it is that class reps are a part of the student council, but I suppose it's not enough in at least Hope's Peak Academy for you to be a part of the student council. So Chiaki wasn't there, and Chiaki didn't die in that tragedy. So how else is she gonna die? because I do believe that she's gonna die, and I think that she needs to die for despair to truly consume the entire class. Let me know what you guys think. If you still believe that Chiaki's going to die, how do you think that's gonna happen? I'm pretty sure Izuru is going to have some sort of play in Chiaki's death. I just don't know how just yet. We need a little more information, or we'll just be surprised in the end. But anyway, back with the beta killing game. So, once this one girl, Karen, she saw some dirt on her, so then she went in and was killing everybody else because she saw that her mother was dead. And then everyone was going crazy. What really got to me though is that, and this is very rare, because normally when deaths are censored, and this episode was heavily censored, which is really shocking because I've never seen censorship in Danganronpa ever. I wouldn't even say the pink blood is used for censorship. I think that's just a pop stylistic thing that Danganronpa likes to do. But anyway, with the censorship, I still was catching the feels, man. It was still a heavy and dark episode, even with all that censorship. And that's a tough thing to do, to still bring up a dark atmosphere and really hit me with the feels with censorship. That takes skill. Bravo to you, Lurch. It's just the way how the students were killing each other, man. So gruesome. All the weapons that they used on each other, which my friend Kukullen pointed out that the weapons that they used on each other were all the weapons that are in the Miraihen opening. So take that as you will. The worst one though, the absolute worst one, was the boyfriend and the girlfriend. They were going to commit suicide. They were all gonna die anyway. And then this one dude comes up behind, impales the other man, and his dead body falls on top of the girlfriend. And then the dude begins to hammer down the impaled weapon into the girl. Oh, that's heavy. Really heavy, man. All this going on while Mukuro is singing a song about wings and everything. It was like, oh, that atmosphere. And remember, there was a survivor to the beta killing game, and I don't remember his name, but it was mentioned already, you know, in Super Danganronpa 2, and we actually got to see it. And what we saw is that the guy, he got a head injury, which we knew, but it was through a chainsaw, and I really have no idea how he survived that, but you know, it's whatever. And he actually shot Izuru. Didn't see that coming. Junko, you're right, despair is unpredictable. And now the school's trying to cover up the entire incident. And you know, what did we find out over in Super Danganronpa 2? That Izuru Kamakura caused the tragedy, that he went up in there and killed everybody. But no, that's not how it played out at all. He was an observer. He didn't kill anyone. So it was all blamed on him. The school probably did it, because you know the school's trying to cover it up. And what are they going to do with Izuru now? We discussed over in the live reaction that I did with Kukullen that they're going to be keeping Izuru in the building where all the deaths happen, you know, where the tragedy happened. They're going to keep him locked in there. This whole thing is so messed up. It is so messed up. Like, Danganronpa took a completely different turn. Like, we've always had killing games, but not like this. Not like this at all. So let me know your thoughts on this episode. Let me know all your theories as well as to how Chiaki will die, and also if you're still on the whole Mitarai theory, how he is creating an anime for a future event or something like that. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.